Activities of the 19th National Sports Festival began when the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mohammed Bello, received the Games torch along with the Minister of Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalung, at the Abuja City Gate, just overlooking the National Stadium. The torch arrived after a long tour of the 36 states of the country.
It is one of the institutions of our national unity. You have to also manage it in a manner that you don't even rupture the purpose to which it is established. So when Calabar was unable to host, we have to extend to them the benefits of doubt and the necessary support to see whether they will be able to host. But when it was beyond doubt, and the National Council of Sports decided that since it is the federal government that owned the games, the festival, it should repossess it, bring it back to Abuja, host it, and ensure that it has regained and stabilized it before it can start moving around.
Inside the magnificent main bowl of the Abuja National Stadium, the stage was set for the first sports festival in 6 years. The last time the festival, which holds every 2 years, held was in 2012 in Lagos.
This wasn't the kind of sports festival that was conceptualized to bring all our youth together. I think it is because of lack of sincerity in doing it, lack of sticking by the rules that has made it so very uninteresting for people to host. If it was the festival that we used to know those days, a lot of states would have been scrambling for it. But right now, it's like a tight place. But again, I think I have to thank the people who have decided to host this Abuja event, because without them, I don't think any state would have been able to pick up the bills.
Abuja 2018 is a rescue edition following the failure of Cross River State to host the multi-sport event in 2014. Parade after parade, athletes of the participating states marched past. Defending champions Delta presented the largest contingent of athletes and officials for the festival.
In line with the biennial calendar of the festival, the 19th edition of the Games ought to have taken place in 2014 to coincide with the centenary celebrations of the amalgamation of northern and southern protectorates that form the present-day Nigeria. This could not happen until this day as a result of several challenges which militated against the hosting of the festival in 2014. We must continue to sustain this tradition, this sporting tradition. It is our Nigerian Olympic. It avails our young ones the opportunity to showcase their talent. It also sends signal of our sporting might to the global sporting family that Nigeria is prepared for every competition.
Medals were up for grabs in 40 sports. Majority of the events were held at the state-of-the-art sports facilities of the Abuja National Stadium, built in time for Nigeria to host the 8th All-Africa Games in 2003. It comprises a main bowl, a velodrome, and training pitches in Package A, and a Package B, which houses other facilities for other sports. Jabi Lake and Resort, an artificially created body of water in Abuja metropolis, hosted 2 of the events, while the Agui Irunsi and Mambila Barracks were the centers for another 2. After the fanfare of the opening ceremony, and propelled by the promise of 1 million naira for a gold medal, Delta athletes first showed their intent in the pool. From the very first event of the first day of competition, Deborah Okpochini won the first goal. Event after event, they swept almost all the 42 gold medals on offer in swimming. In addition to gold medals here, Delta swimmers also set new records. Okpochini with the first record in the women's freestyle, and Ifeaka Chukwu more in the men's freestyle.
At Lagos State, I swam there, but I was not opportune to win my personal gold. I won in team gold, then I won silver personals. So I made a promise to my God and myself that I must make sure that the next coming festival, that come rain, come sun, anyhow it is, that I will make sure I will win my personal gold medal. And thank God, at least God answered my prayer.
Everything is return on investment. It's training, we prepare for these games, and that is the reason why we are doing better today. Everything you see here is all about investment. Already we've invested on the training, and this is just the outcome of it.
Delta also dominated another water sport, canoeing and rowing, featuring at the National Sports Festival for the first time. The setting for this event is Jabi Lake.
The Federation President, in person of Admiral Festus Pobeni, was able to solely sponsor the lane that we have behind me, which is a standard Olympic lane. And then the same company that did the one in Rio, in the one they just concluded, Argentina, did this for us to have a standard lane, and which has been a challenge. For now, we are good to go. The issue of equipment, when I talk about the equipment, I'm actually talking about boats. We do not have enough states that have their own boats.
In the end, Delta won canoeing with 21 gold and 4 silver medals. From the pool and the lake, attention moved to the indoor hall, where veteran multiple Olympians Segun Toriola and Funke Oshonaike lined out for Akwa Ibom State, and the legendary Taufik Maya competed for Oyo State in table tennis. Expectations were high here, with Toriola and Oshonaike favorites to win the men and women's singles event. But disaster struck in the women's singles quarterfinal. Nimota Aregbesola shocked everyone in the hall. Aregbesola eliminated Oshonaike.
But that is part of game. It's so painful for me that I lost. But then I like surprises. And today I lost to one of my kids, you know. The first one I played against, she was so very, very unlucky because I should have lost in the last 16 before playing the next one.
There's no respect in table tennis. Anybody can win. And I can beat my senior player if I have the ability to beat them. This is my first time of playing now. I feel happy because that was not my expectation. But I thank God that I won the match.
Toriola expectedly took the men's singles gold, but Toriola had to work hard for it against Ganiu Ashimiu of Bayelsa State. After losing the first game 11-9, the veteran fought back to win by 4-1.
The first game normally it's important to win the first set in the match. So when you won the first set, so I try to thinking about my mistake then, and the second set I try to focus more so that because if you win the first set, second set, then it's going to be more difficult for me.
This is the second time we've been meeting each other. At least we met at the All African Game Trials. I lost to him 3-2, so nothing came to my mind.
At the end, Delta picked most of the gold in regular and para table tennis. '15 world champion Wellington Jigere and current African champion Moses Peter competed for their states in Scrabble. Jigere and Peter are just two of the many world-class players who featured in Scrabble and on the chessboard. The competition was so fierce in Scrabble that Jigere could only manage a bronze medal for Delta as Peter delivered the gold for Akwa Ibom.
I've always been competing with them. At the African Championship, we competed together. At the National Championships, I am a two-time national champion. They all competed. But I must say that it's not by my strength. I think I was favored by God, and I thank God for giving me the opportunity to be the gold winner for the Masters singles event.
At that level, you just have to take the result as it comes, irrespective of what happens, because it's a game of the Titan. Do you understand? He who goes first gets there first. Do you understand? That's what happens. In the last game, I wanted to clinch the gold medal, but there was nothing I could do. He overran me and he clinched it. But I'm still happy with the silver medal, although it's not as good as gold medal, because one gold medal I think is better than 20 silver medals.
I feel overexcited. Why I use the word overexcited is that I'm from Delta State, and before we left Delta State, the executive governor of Delta State, Chief Okowa, promised that he's going to give each gold medalist 1 million. So getting a medal alone, I'm $1 million rich. Then apart from that singles medal, I've gotten doubles medal also.
The presence of the two veterans, along with other Nigerian foreign-based and international professionals, brought a major talking point of the sports festival. On one side of the argument, some, including athletes, say it is a welcome development.
I was an apostle of not having it put together before, but I had a change of mind when the National Youth Games was created for a certain age category, and then I'm hoping that by next year, if the information and the states, if the information goes out well and the states agree to it, they should also create the intermediate division, so that the youth and the intermediates would test themselves in their different categories. Then when it comes to, then you can now mix it up at the festival level, where the youths, the junior and the intermediates will mix together and give the seniors or the so-called professionals a run for their money, which is exactly what is happening now. So I'm happy is eventually getting the attention that is needed. And from what you've seen from different events, we have seen a lot of upsets from the home base or the junior athletes beating up the senior athletes. So it's a good mix.
The festival itself, in my own opinion, is to rate the athletes in the country. And I feel that it shouldn't include anyone or any athlete that has represented an international country or that is training internationally. It is for us to know how our domestic athletes are doing. The participants in National Sports Festival are the competitors that have competed in several other tournaments to bring them to that stage, National Sports Festival is a festival whereby all the top crops in each state participate against other players or other participants from the other states. Thereby, when they come together and play, the best will come up, and that's how we get our ranking.
They decided to change it this time to actually find the real strength of each state in all facets of sports. That's why they decided to throw it open. Like Wellington, Mrs. Peter, myself, Olatunde Oduwole, Sika Ketim, Dennis Ikekirego, Etakaro, so many international players, all of them are open to support their states, various states in the competition so as to bring out the value for being part of the state's organization and development.
The organizers of this particular festival did not make any mistake by throwing this festival open. And when a festival is thrown open, it's an avenue for professionals to come and showcase what they know how to do best, and some of them who were doubting their form could also come and see whether they are still in shape or not. So I think it's not out of place to throw a festival open where to give the professionals opportunity to come and compete also.
The £1 million offer by Delta did not seem enough for Delta-born Favour Agboro to represent his state of origin. Agboro won the first 3 gold medals in weightlifting for Niger State.
My coach is working with the Niger State, so I have to work with my coach. I'm capable of doing more, and I always thank God for His strength. It's only God that owns power, that owns strength. I return the glory to Almighty God.
One ugly side to the festival is the complaints of neglect of athletes by some of the states. Despite complaints, Lucy Ihoma won gold for Imo State in powerlifting.
I'm feeling very happy. I'm feeling fine because it's not easy for a person to go fight and win. When you win, your mind will be like a person who drink a cup of honey. As you see me now, my heart be like a person who drink a cup of honey.
Actually, Niger State really, they don't really, show concern, even our preparation. There's no camping, no money, nothing to show up. Even there's no t-shirt. This shirt I wore was, even the boot, there's no boots. I wore all these, I brought them from Commonwealth Games. I trained, even though there's no money, we have to train. Because I'm not doing it for the state, I'm doing it because there's a challenge ahead of me. And they say that there's a price you have to pay for you to be a champion. I'm not doing it, I'm doing it for my coach and even myself.
The star event of the sports festival is the athletics event. Here, Delta State appears to have some of the finest athletes who competed in Nigeria's colors at the African Senior Athletics Championship in Asaba in August. But it was a dark horse from Ondo State who took the gold
in the 100 meters. Boluwatife Olubukola of Ondo State returned from a 5-year injury layoff to win the gold medal in the 100 meters for women. New champion has emerged.
I feel very happy and I give glory to God Almighty, for making it possible for me to be here and to come and be the champion here. I give God the glory. Because it's not easy for you to have injury 2013 and come back 2018 to come around. So I'm just happy.
My season has been wonderful, and what a way to end it. Bronze is not bad. This is my first National Sport Festival. At least I got a medal, and I'm very happy about it.
The men's 100 meters also produced a new champion.
In the men's 100 meters, Ijakpa holds there, number 545. He beat a strong field to take the gold in a time of 10.28 seconds.
I thought maybe and I got it. I just held my faith that it was me, and I got to the line first. I went through all the races with a plan, but this last one, I didn't have one. From the blocks, I just ran. I just wanted to be first.
Sports was not the only thing at the festival. There was also a lot of commerce. Traders came from across the country to tap the business potential of the sports festival. They consisted of food sellers to souvenir makers. For the 11-day competition, they paid as low as 5,000 naira and as high as 10,000 for stalls.
In 2012, it was held in Lagos. We know how we made sales. But ever since then, they've been postponing it until this time around they decided to do it casually anyhow, and it has affected everything.
Very good, because it's very, very good. I thank God for everything.
Those that are having canopy, like the one you saw at the back here, they were selling food. So I attached with them. Them have been paying 10,000 naira for each canopy. But we that we are attaching with them, we do give them 2,000 naira. At times they request 3,000 naira, depending on how the leniency has been for the owner of the space that are paid for the space initially.
There's gari, there's rice, there's aku, there's semo, there's amala.
So with all these people, when they come here, all the people that have been coming here now, what does it mean for your business? How is business going in this festival?
It's moving, sir. It improved my business.
Okay.
They are buying. They are really trying. I don't even know there's money like this, because the way people are complaining about money, but the money is still flowing. They are still buying. I thank God for that. the rice I brought 1 bag of rice. In 3 days, everything is finished. I went to the market again and do some shopping again. Local shop, we paid 10,000. Then open place is 5,000.
We are trying to make more money, though it's not how we are expecting. But we are trying, sir.
But you are not running at a loss, are you?
Not really.
People they come buy and well. They come buy kilishi well. They package and well. They carry go east. People they come buy kilishi well.
So this festival, you don't do your business well?
Yeah, I don't do them well.
With the keen contest and the main sporting events, the fun fair it provided and the business potential it gives, one could just imagine the opportunity thousands of people across the country were denied when the sports festival did not hold in 6 years. In the final analysis, Delta State scored 163 gold medals, 88 silver and 101 bronze medals to win the festival.
To the overall champions, they hold 163 gold medals, 88 silver, 101 bronze, 351 medals overall. And please stand up for Delta State.
River State came second with 69 gold medals and Edo came third with 47 gold. Lagos had a rush of medals towards the end of the games to overtake Akwa Ibom to finish fourth with 32 gold medals. The closing ceremony provided another spectacular display of tradition, light and color. And in anticipation of being awarded the hosting right for the next sports festival, Edo State put up a show with the Benin Royal dancers on parade. Edo was in straight contest with Delta for the hosting right of the 20th National Sports Festival in 2020. The governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, and the governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, were in attendance to underline their bids for the games. The Benin Royal dance appears to have paid off.
It is with humility and delight that I accept to host the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival in the year 2020 in Benin City. I want to thank the organizing committee for this decision and to assure them that we have the capacity and the capability to host the games. We have perhaps one of the best governance systems in sports in this country, in Edo State. We understand and appreciate the objectives and goals of this festival, and I make a commitment on behalf of the people of Edo State that we will keep to the objectives, the goals, and the intents of the National Sports Festival.
As they receive the flag and the torch, hopefully Edo State will meet the 2-year deadline to host the sports festival and not keep the youths and sportsmen of the country waiting for another 6 years. After 11 days of action on the track, on the field, on the mat and on the court, the light goes out to mark the end of competition
at the 19th National Sports Festival, Abuja 2018. Athletes and officials will converge again in 2 years' time for the 20th edition of the festival. Solomon Ajiziogu, TVC News, Abuja.